welcome back to, unfortunately, our last day of our 60-day challenge, Building a Life of Change. You've made it. You did it, not me. You did. You went through 60 days of digging down, figuring out who you are, and you're coming away better. And you're going to go into 2024 better. You're going to go into 2024 a boss. That's what you did. All I did was give you the tools, lay out some things, show you a couple of things, and that's all I've done. I am in no way an expert in any of this. I just know what worked. I know what worked for me. And so today's video is simply this. We're going to celebrate you. So just as a reminder, you want to shoot for 4 months at a time. All right, so it's once a quarter. You're looking at 4 months at a time, your goals that you've been writing down, working on your habits, working on your routine, 4 months of figuring out how that works. Here's where some of that comes from too. So there's a book, I've referenced a lot of books. So we've talked about Anxious for Nothing by Max Lucado. If you deal with anxiety, I recommend it. We've talked about Atomic Habits. You definitely want to read that book as well. You also probably want to look at the 12-week year. That is also an amazing book, and partly where some of this is built from as well. So that's the idea. You want to see progress every 4 months. Every 4 months you should be seeing progress, change, accomplishing goals, and then self-assess, reevaluate, and go back in, figure out, okay, now what? Now what's next? So I want to highlight for you how that worked for me. I'm going to share with you, again, the personal experience of how I started and how I'm ending. So my goals obviously have changed throughout the year, but I can highlight a few of them that I began working on and establishing. So one is a morning routine. I developed a morning routine that started at 4 o'clock. Then I reassessed because that wasn't working, and I changed it to 4:30. And just that extra half hour really made a difference. Now lately it's shifted to 5. And that has only been because of sickness, and I also am not getting up to work out. So building that morning routine and going back to the 4:30 a.m. wake up is gonna really drive that. I also helped our church. We were looking for some software platforms for some automation, an app, those kinds of things. If you live in that world, you get it, you know. And I did that. I helped them find, and we established a software with a company, and it's running, it's working, and we've only touched like the bare minimum of what that software can do. I've shared before, a goal was to build relationships and more friendships, and I did. I gained 2 friends. Now, is that a lot? No, probably to you not, but to me it is, because as I've shared, having friendships and connections and having girlfriends has never been like my thing. But I recognize just how important it is as a mom, as a wife, and just as a woman in general, as a person. My TikTok platform has grown. My Instagram is growing. It's not drastic. I still need to find the niche, and I need to be more consistent, but I'm learning and I'm developing and I'm figuring things out, and that was a goal. Using my planner and developing habits, having what I what is called a glow up challenge, and being consistent in that. One of the other things I don't think I've talked about is I wanted to read more. I wanted to go back to when I was younger, man. I read all the time. I loved to read, and I gave that up because phones and TV. And I went back to that. Spending my time 30 minutes a day, no phone on do not disturb, in the bed or on the couch, sitting there reading. Love that. The other thing, and I shared this in the video the other day, I have reprioritized and put myself first. Not selfishly, not in ignorance of my husband and his needs, or my children and their needs or their wants. None of that. Not done in isolation of what they also, but I take the time for myself. Workout, eating right, or simply running to Dunkin' real fast and getting a nice coffee, or having a 15-minute bath with no one around. I prioritized and put myself first for my mental health. I have included daily devotionals. That has, again, had its ebbs and flows because I want to increase my relationship with God, and I want to have a stronger mental health, and that helps me with devotionals and meditation and things like that. And I have worked on that, and that has changed. And when I don't do that, I can see it. I feel it now. When I don't do some of these goals that I have made priorities for this year, and I don't do them, I feel that. I now can feel that, and I can feel myself regressing back to what it was beforehand. That's what I want to encourage you. you're going to find yourself at certain points. We talked about it, right? With the bounce back, you're going to find yourself sometimes regressing. When you find that happening, stop and fix it and go back to the bounce back video. And remember to stop, pause, and reevaluate and go again and start again. You're going to have ebbs and flows. You're going to have moments where that goal now all of a sudden may not be the priority because something has shifted. That's okay. Shift that and have a different goal. That's okay to do. I can promise you, if you follow this, if you go back, look at these again with purpose and intention, do the work, if you didn't already, and plan out your 2024, in 4 months, you'll accomplish more than you have in a year. In any given year, you will have accomplished more. I'll leave you with this. What I said yesterday is still very true. What I said in the last video, still true. Stop confining yourself to who you think and what you think your identity is. You are more than that. You're more than what you think you are. Listen, despite what you may think, you're more than a mom. You're more than a wife. You're more than a daughter or son or whatever applies to you. You're more than just a person sitting in a seat doing a job. You're worth more than that. Live your life to your full potential. Unfortunately, that doesn't mean watching YouTube videos all day. Doesn't mean binge watching all day, every day. Nothing wrong with having moments, nothing wrong with relaxing, nothing wrong with vacations and resetting. But you're not going to see change in your life if that's where you want to live. And then you can't be angry at everybody else for it. It's up to you. I said it from day one, and I'm going to say it on day 60. Change is your decision, and change is up to you. So if you're just going to continue to be happy with where you are, then don't complain about where you are. You know, like your home. All right, what are you going to do to establish better finances or to put aside some money so you can have your dream home? If you have a car, I will say that's another thing I accomplished this year. I got my dream car. Never thought I would, never thought I would get to that point or we would get to that point. I own my dream car. It's because I buckled down in the first 4 months of this year and said, I'm going to attain some things and I'm going to make my life exactly what I want. Has it been a perfect journey? Absolutely not. Has it had its ups and downs? Yeah. Has it been a struggle? 100%. But I'm not going to change this journey. And I promise you, you won't change yours either. But you have to make the decision. You've got to be the one to do the work. Stop pointing the finger. Take a moment. Look at yourself and say, I'm going to do this. And I'm going to do it right. And you're going to. I promise you. You've got the strength. You've got the initiative. You've got the new word that I hear all the time now is you have the tenacity to do it, and you're going to. Listen, from doing this, I have learned that the one thing I enjoy doing, teaching and growing and helping people. I am going to begin having a lot more of that content on my channel. I am definitely going to go next year, right, is to increase these videos. I'm going to invest in the money to get what I need to be able to film correctly, all those kind of things. So all of that is going to keep. So if you're not subscribed, make sure you are. Click on the bell so you know when I'm uploading videos and when I've posted videos. Definitely, you're more than welcome to follow me on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, all of those things if you want to. I'd love to hear from you. That's why I'm not saying this to gain following. I'm saying this is because what I would want is I would love to hear in 4 months from now, in April, the end of April, where and what did you accomplish after you watch these videos. I cannot thank you enough for spending 60 days with me. Thank you so much for all of the support, the love, the likes, the comments. You guys mean the world, and I say that wholeheartedly. You mean the world. It is time for us now to take this, put the action behind it. One last thing. What I do ask in your new year, and I hope everyone does this, is let's work on our kindness. Let's work on the love for one another, whether you know people or not, whether you agree with them or not. Let's spend more time loving, sharing, kind, and the good. Let's work on that in 2024. And guess what? What you give out is promised to return back to you 7 times. I love you all. Happy New Year and enjoy your 2024. Bye. So catch me if I fall.